Hello and welcome once more to An Old Man Tries, where I randomly select a game from my library of unplayed games and give it a try. In this case, the game in question is Kingdoms of Amalur, The Reckoning, a somewhat older computer RPG now. I don't know a lot about it. I bought it some years ago, have never played it. I've just started it up for the first time, turned the music off, increased the resolution, and I'm about to click new game and see what there is to see. I'm looking forward to this. I do generally like computer RPGs, so I'm hoping to enjoy this one. But let's dig in and see how we go. We'll play on casual because I'm a casual gamer. I'm not here to prove how amazing I am.
From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
I guess we came back too. Because that would even the odds, wouldn't it?
What do you think this one is, Dan? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Okay. So, you get to choose your gender, you get to choose your race. So we've got the Almain. They're all like a religious nation of storied origin. So they get a bonus to blacksmithing, alchemy, and persuasion. Varani, pirates and mercenaries. They favour swords and daggers. Lockpicking, detect hidden mercantile. Los Alpha, proud of ancient people from frozen lands. Sagecraft, alchemy, dispelling, not them. And Doc Alpha, sophisticated students of diplomacy and magic. Stealth, sagecraft, persuasion. Going to go with Almain, I think. Yep, Almain. I'm going to go with a female character just because I generally do when the choice is there, just in case anybody's collecting data about what people are playing so that the choice remains available and we keep gaming as inclusive to as many people as possible. Continue. Okay, so then we have to choose a patron. We've got fire, which makes us better with fire. Wisdom, which makes us better with mana. War, which is better for physical. Order, and justice, which is a big health bonus. And none, which gives you an experience bonus. I'm going to go with war, because I intend to play a fighter. I generally do. Preset. Interesting, the races are, so clearly the races are not really in any way aligned to a set of skin tones and the like, because this is clearly, you know, very different. Which is interesting. The races are not, I guess, nationality or the like. Yeah, maybe her. Quite like that preset. It's pretty good. Oh, you can actually change it as well. So you can go through all sorts of different lipstick colours. So you start with a preset and then you can change it. We'll stick with that. I'm fine with it.
One of the human women looks Almain to me, and in good shape. These Almain women, wound tighter than a Varani crossbow. All right then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name her, I think we're done. Put her with the others.
Yep, that's what I had to say. I bet it's going to give us a name. Omp. Good, sturdy, gender-neutral name.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
And surprise, the game's over. We're all dead. These are clearly, you know, we're going to come back. That would be revolting. So it's third person. You've got a map in the corner, obviously. New active quest, Out of the Darkness. To move, press WASD. I knew that already. I'd had a look. Just having a look around. I mean, it's... Can't look up that far. This is a bit of a shame. It's third person. Don't know how far in I can... You can't seem to scroll in or out. Okay. Find a way out. Glowy things. I assume they're interactable. Mouse is maybe a little bit oversensitive. Options. Gameplay. Is it in gameplay? No, it'd be controls, I guess. Camera sensitivity, just a smidgen down. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Pick up. Oh, so I think it wants to use F. Oh, that's annoying that I have to go back to controls every time. Does it want to use F for use? interact on F. Can I have it on E, please? Quick mana potion. Well, you can go to F. I'll just flip the two. It doesn't update the instructions there. So secrecy is important amount of work requiring specialised disposal of unfortunate failures. Piling remains become a concern in the lower caverns when incinerator has been added to deal with waste. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, though you should avoid drinking water from downstream of ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but it's any consolation they weren't their original bodies in the first place. Okay, well we'll take that. Apparently, can't take that cleaver, which I would normally do, and these are not interactable. That is interactable. Oh, now it's updated it. Oh, I'm not sure that. Okay, so you can dispose of bodies. So now it's updated the instructions. Loot rusty sword. Yes, I'd like that, please. See my new items. Press escape. Inventory. Weapons. Primary. A rusty longsword. That is a very big rusty longsword, I feel like. And disposal notes. Okay, and double clicking seems to like open or equip. And just click to use your weapon.
They're all over. Run!
There's stuff going on over there. People dying. I assume we're going to have to fight these things. Okay. Nothing interactable with them. Okay.
Stay away! No child of dust shall escape.
Nothing to collect. Is this the way I came? I think so, yes. Yes, this is the way I came. Just getting my bearings. So interactable things have a sparkle on them, which does make life a little bit easier. Spacebar is for forward roll.
Anybody?
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
Press E when the jump button is available.
Mortal scum!
Okay, and... So you can dodge, as it said. Definitely want to take that. Oh, and okay, there's some...
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along...
You'd be dead.
I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
What happened to me?
You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
Who is Hughes?
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going!
Okay, now interestingly, it's changed. It's interactive.
The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see.
Okay.
And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going.
Seems reasonable.
Let me get this door.
Oop. Went too far there. So armor. Got battered armor on. Which is better than a tattered shirt, I'm thinking. For protective purposes.
Right this way. You go first.
I assume that that's another thing that we can now wear. For inventory, you can equip items by highlighting and pressing enter, double-clicking the item, right-clicking the item, pressing equip, or left-clicking and dragging the item. The double-click does seem the easiest. But there's lots of different ways you can do it. Interesting that it didn't tell you that immediately. So better armor factor. You can see the armor factor here. And this I'm assuming is the condition that it's in. Yep, durability, armor value, so it's better. And it also gives crit damage, ragged leggings, this is better. Old boots, so yeah. Generally speaking, we're much better armoured than we were. Just looking to see if there's anything worthwhile. Would appear not.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
A dead person is there. We're going to blow it up! Oh wow. Like, I hadn't realised quite how booby my new armour was going to be. Yeah, that's a thing. So the locations seem pretty linear so far. I don't mind the look of the place. I wish I could zoom out and in a bit more. Like, I'd like to zoom out to get a bigger field of view. I'm assuming I can't, to be honest. Because I can't do it on the mouse wheel, but maybe there is somewhere else you can do it. You can invert the camera. There's a camera sensitivity. There's a sprint function for control. I hadn't noticed that yet. Interact, usable items, inventory is on I, abilities is on J for some reason. Quest log is on L. Shoulder camera. Okay, so you can... That's as much as you can kind of do with the camera, it would seem.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
Yeah, she would be good. Yeah, get them all. So I can go straight to inventory with I, which is handy. So I've got flimsy greaves, which are better than old boots, so we will definitely equip them. I'm hoping to get some better armour than this too. So I'm not wandering around looking quite so much like I'm in a bikini. Okay, well let's do the old follow the left wall approach to things. That stuff's all broken, didn't find anything out of it. Following the left wall around. Oh, this will be the shield.
Wait, do you hear something?
Probably bad guys. That's the way these things tend to work. So there's that Okay, so that's a new location. So you got lots of different locations: hands, feet, legs, chest. Don't have a head yet, so like a helmet. I'm sure that'll come. Oh, got gold out of that. Okay, I don't know if that's the first time that's happened or if there's been others before that.
Your life is mine.
Hold left shift to hold to block.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a...
Okay, so I'm going to want to, if I can, change. Gotta go back to controls again. What has it actually got? So it's got use equipped spell on right. I don't really want to use left shift for, but I don't think I can change that. I would have preferred to use.
Oh, get it?
I would have preferred to use the right mouse button. Well, to equip it as a second weapon, I think I go in there and I go like that. Yes? Change your active weapon to secondary weapon with Q. How do I aim? Like that.
Archers are up. Best shoot them before they see us.
I don't know how I yes, I know to use it, but how do I actually... Can you please actually fire it? Okay, well, I don't at all... Don't at all like ranged, because I've got no idea where I'm actually targeting. So I don't much like the ranged fighting. Really? Okay, well that's... Okay, so pressing and holding does seem to, over time, mark one for targeting. That's handy, at least. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know if that's actually interactable, the fact that it's different or not. Okay, so those leggings are better than what I had. You know what would be even better? It would be a more sensible top. I'd like a more sensible top, please.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size.
does look like you don't have to worry about going in here and doing this all the time is a bit annoying, but presumably that will slow down later in the game. You can just blow things. You can destroy chests with your bow. Okay, cool.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
You're going to tell me how to sneak? You're apparently going to save the game. Let's go and have a look at what it says in controls. Sprint's on left control, which I'm not real. Stealth toggle is on C. So it's a toggle, okay. Nothing seems to be happening yet. Press C to enable stealth mode. Could have also just shot him, you know. Oh, please be better weapon. A better armor, rather. A less ridiculous suit of armor would be grand. Oh yes, that's a lot less ridiculous. Don't think that's actually... I think that just looked more booby than it really was, but... Okay, so you have to be within range to do this to them. I think I'm going to go back to swords, probably, though. Because I can at least use my shield with that, then. Okay. So, unlike the other ones that needed a lever, this one does not need a lever. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool, I have to say.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Use the number keys to equip one of your active abilities, then press that to use your Stormbolt ability.
What are you?
Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case if else to recognise the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms which suggest a possible solution for the internal cohesion problems of some of the world's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. Gee, I wonder why. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom for further testing. I trust these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal or promotion. All else, you please reassign me off subject disposal detail. Oh, we'll take it. Just a forward note later. There's one of the spiders. I assume we'll probably be having to deal with some spiders shortly. Yep. Yes, we will. I've played enough computer RPGs to know what webs mean. Actually, the sound, the use of sound has been quite cool so far. Things collapsing, the sound of the spiders just then. I don't think those are any better than what I'm already wearing, but just in case, I'm wearing dented armor, which is the best I have. Torn robes, which is actually pretty good, but not something I want. Worn hand wraps, not better than what I've got. I want to stick to the armor. Root. Okay, cool. Ah, yes. That's what I expected. And it is now dead. It's not searchable, but this guy is. Try equipping it now. Fine.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through.
Thought that might be what would happen.
Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them.
Loot a spider snack. Take all of that. Don't think that's going to be any better than what I've already got, but yeah, no, flimsy grooves are definitely better than anything I'm carrying there. Yeah. I've played enough of your games to know that there's not actually any reason to rush.
Die, twas a bastard! Wait, you're not one of them. Ansel, get alive! And who's this? That's what I intend to find out. She came out of the well. What? Then she better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those twatha make another push. This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Oh, 95% chance of getting more out of
I
it.
suppose these might be able to help. If the Tuatha realize what you are, you'll need them.
Ooh.
He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
So you can talk to these people, it would appear.
Oh,
You can also look for stuff at the chest.
plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal.
Glad he's still got time to lecture us about what we've found. So set another dented cuirass which is in better condition. also rusty leggings. So a backup, basically, to what we already had. Okay? Not lootable, not lootable. Lootable, one assumes.
Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
So we've got Praetorians,
The
Ori.
well brought you back, huh? The rest of us aren't that lucky.
Okay. I just tried talking to her because she was the only one who had like a different name.
You're what the well spat out. I guess it could have been worse.
Okay, let's head on up. I'm liking it so far. I think it's, you know, it's a pretty good little single-player computer RPG. I do, as I said, I like the sound design. I think the sound design is very good, and I quite like the way that things on the whole seem to work out. You know, we're working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to decorate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. Oh yeah, that was actually at the end. Well, we will take it. Experience and rooms sexually recreating bodies 97.5% of the time. Full revocation still eludes us, even if he's tasting products nothing more than inert lumps of skin and bone. Though the occasional spasm of twitch does allow hope for full success. So they're attempting to grow bodies and then put souls into them. And they're working on the growing the bodies part has worked. We are the first time that a soul has come back into one of said bodies. You can fast travel to places you've already discovered. So very Elder Scrollsy in that regard. Though the combat is, I think, you know, kind of more action RPG than Elder Scrolls.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
What's going on? Attackers. So what's going on is marked, which I guess it means probably moves on the storyline, which is quite handy. Let's learn about my death.
Wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really.
Oh yeah, it's very
Your
straightforward.
rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
Who are these
You
attackers?
don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
Because they know what you're doing. So I like, I mean, you know, you can ask all these questions, which allows you to learn the lore of the world.
The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fomerus Hughes, scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. And there's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? The shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time.
So, what's going
Too
on?
much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well,
but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
So yeah, where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway.
I don't think I've got any more questions right now, so let's get out of here.
Yes, you're right. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're fascinating, simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the...
Good job we saved that guy.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Good plan. I like the staying alive plan. You have to hold control to move faster, unlike stealth mode, which is toggle. Okay, well there were two of them. Anybody else? Not seeing anybody else right now, not seeing anything else we can interact with either, except the door.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Okay, so now we've got a boss to deal with. Okay, so you have to do, on the big bosses, you do some kind of quick-timey event, I guess? Items, all sorts of sagecraft pouch, repair kits, bones, lockpicks, back, consumables, back, accessories, got a squire's ring, gives us a health bonus. Plus 5 health. Battered armor. Dented cuirass. Torn robes. Okay. Nothing better than what we're already carrying yet. Probably do want to take a potion. I'm thinking, yeah, that gives me back all my hit points, which is good. Where does it want me to go? This way. Okay, so we've got quests, we've got level up, so quests. Quest log contains all your quests. You can set your active quests by selecting quest and pressing enter. So we've got main quest, which is Into the Light. Speak with Fate Weaver in Goreheart. We've also got level up. So, we've got 1 point available, we can do different things. So I can be smarter at... It would appear that these are not combat-y type skills. I think I'm going to get lock-picking, because, you know, I think I'm going to need to pick a lock at some point. Aha, here we go. I'm going to go with Might. Moderate increase to health, large increase to health, small increase to mana. I'm going to go with Might. So we've got options here. Charge attacks for the longsword, greatsword, hammer. Additional damage to your longsword attacks, which is passive. You don't need to do anything for it. Happy with that sort of thing. Hammer mastery, passive. Raw muscle, give you bonus for damage. Harpoon's now going to mean pull it back to you. May have the opposite effect. Muscle usage increases your damage resistance while blocking. Now, I've got one level of that already, it would seem. I'm going to take a level of that. Charge attack. Current. Unfortunately, I can't read that very easily. I'm going to take the passive boost in damage for my longsword. Oh, actually, so you can do different things. You can come over here and get a bonus. So, charge attacks, prowess with daggers. Get your large bonus to damage while using a longbow. And then we've got charge attacks for staves, scepters, increasing damage from that, increased storm bolt. Might nudge up that too, actually. There we go. Hit, pause, hit. Comet strike, hold. Active abilities can be dragged. Into your bar. How do I do that? Do I do it here? Okay, I don't know how that actually was supposed to work. That wasn't very clear. But yes, you press and hold. Yeah, press and hold does that, see? Excuse me, I'm just going to run around breaking everything you see.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more?
No, the dog
I
fights
suppose
behind me.
that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that.
Well, I don't think I need
Stay
to.
safe. We'll be moving soon.
Needed more guards. Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have.
Okay, well, I don't think we need to worry about any of that
We
just
should
yet.
be safe here. At least a little longer.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did he really have a troll?
The giant rock thing? Yeah.
I don't know how the Twather found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
Well, let's ask
They're
about trolls.
technically a type of wild fae, related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Twather also used them in their army.
Okay.
Good luck out there.
So it doesn't look like it'll actually let you jump off here. It's just a thing you can view. Yeah, so set up. Invisible wall. Guess he's dead. The pulsing signal and crest reductive. Yeah, I know. Okay, so it's further down in the direction that we're already heading. First, I want to harvest reagents, because I can. Will it let me walk into the water here? I can get a sturdy talisman. Okay, I can loot the overturned cart. Sure, I don't know what all that stuff does, but I'll take it. I have played computer RPGs before. I know that what you do is you yoink everything you can. Use the shrine. Temporary bonus. We'll take it. I'll have a look at what the... that's weird.
You? I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
I was just walking past. What are you doing
When
here?
I saw you with Ensel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to
Gee.
do with them.
I was selling information about the project, but I don't know how they found out. Who did you report to?
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
I'm not gonna extort money out of this guy. I'm not gonna kill him out of hand. We'll be reasonably nice here. Just get out of here.
Thank you. Here, take this. It's the pay for my last report. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going back home to Odessa.
Oh, so we got money out of it anyway, even without extorting him. No, that's not yoinkable, it would seem. That will be.
This sort of thing never happens in Odessa.
No reagents found. I don't know if our chances of getting reagent improves if we have more alchemy or what, but yeah. I'm going to try all of these while I can. Couple of wolves here. So, new location. Don't need this location just yet. No reagents found. Okay. I might need to be better at what I do for this. Better at alchemy for this. In the meantime, let's actually continue the main quest. While harvesting everything we can. Because we can. Right, there's another one in back there. There was. Wonder if this is the friend.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh?
Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
What do you know about Hughes?
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that.
See how that would have answered obviously either response that I could have asked. Can you give me some help?
I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
Yeah. The cards?
You really don't know much, do you?
Let's get the
A fate
background.
weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each fate weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
Okay, I just woke up in the tower.
You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Bad guys to fight. Yep. Perform special attacks and defeat enemies to grab for the fate energy. Okay. Use your fate energy to enter Reckoning mode. Okay. Reckoning mode greatly increases your speed and attack power. Isolated the effect around a fate shift an enemy. Press E to continue. Hold X to harness the power of fate and enter Reckoning mode. Okay, as you defeat enemies in reckoning mode, their fates begin to unravel. Move near to an unraveling enemy, press E to perform a fate shift. Grants an experience bonus. Okay, so that's what this is all about, right? Okay. Alright, fair enough.
What? How? What are you?
I'm the chosen one.
Threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know. I just did.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Is this why Hugh sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fine.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much.
You can't see my
Fate's
fate.
weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Okay. So I've unlocked a destiny. Fateless one. Your fate is blank, formless, and ready to be forged in a shape of your choosing. So I get to pick Brawler, formidable melee component. You send a lot of punishment, using your efficiency to block or suffer an attack rather than dodge one. Rogue, unlike many of the warriors in Amalur, rogues prefer to fight from far away or from behind or by dishonourable means, and usually by surprise. So this is melee damage and block efficiency. This is ranged attack, and this is Acolyte. You divided the arcane energy and elemental forces. Okay. Well, I'm going to go Brawler. At this point. So what does this mean?
It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
So Arden's hut has been added to my map. Cool.
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good fate weaver. But that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
Okay, and then I think... What's wrong with
That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Joven. I'll meet you there.
Goodbye.
What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you?
No, I just noticed you had a big blue
What
question
could this
mark
all
over you, and I
mean?
was checking to see if it meant anything. It appears not. So there you go. That's, I mean, I think that's a good kind of introduction to the game. So M gives you the map. You can zoom out. This is where I ultimately need to go. You can see the maps are fairly linear. There's a shrine there. There was something over there. I don't know how you get to it though. And then there's the Stone Candle Mines. Then you've got a world map where you can see stuff. Cool. So, I mean, so far it's been pretty fun. It seems pretty good on the whole. I'm just going to hoover up all of the reagents. I assume they'll have a purpose at some point. I'll be able to use alchemy for something while I'm thinking about it. This interface is not the best, I have to say. Dented Cuirass is the best thing I've got. Just checking if there's anything better anywhere. Does not look like it. Oh, Sturdy Talisman. It's a better shield. Cool. It's pretty neat. And I don't think I've got any other... I do have other weapons. What have I got? My daggers, creeper, secondary, so you can equip anything, as you say. I'm going to stick with the staff as my secondary, and the sword is my primary for now. And I'm going to call it there. That's an introduction to Kingdoms of Amalur. I assume that somewhere there's a save game. There is. There we go. That's Kingdoms of Amalur: The Reckoning, the opening hour, I guess. It looks like a fun computer RPG so far. I'll probably be back to explore it more. I might... Oh, well, sorry. I will definitely play more of this. I might come back and do more videos. We will see if it stays this linear. Probably not, because you know, that would be fairly tedious to then, if you want to play it in the future, you'll have seen the whole thing. But I'll probably go and poke in those mines and have a look around there, see what's going on, and check the game out a bit more. But anyway, in the meanwhile, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if it looks like a game you'd enjoy, it's pretty old now, so it should be quite easy to pick up inexpensively on your preferred storefront. Okay, thanks, and catch you next time.